Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts, and it is Thursday and I just happen to be in my craft room creating some beautiful cards using the Traditions of Christmas designer series paper. So I thought I would just pop on. I've been busy prepping cards for my upcoming class in my Christmas card series. So I just thought I would show you what I'm doing. So my Christmas class series, you can choose 1, 2, well you could have chosen 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. There are only 2 left that you could sign up for, but we did one Winter Meadow in July, Gold and Green in August, September 13th is Peaceful Garden, and then October 25th is Traditions of Christmas, which I'm working on. And then November 22nd is Delicate Pines. So actually the cards I'm showing you now are not ones that are going to be in the card class, but I always like to make several samples to share in my PDF tutorial so that people, if they purchase the paper or the products, have other ideas of what they can do with it. So first let me show you the Traditions of Christmas suite is in the new annual catalog that just came out yesterday. It's a beautiful catalog with many things that you're going to love. There's also online exclusives available. This is the designer series paper, and these are the 2 sets that go with the suite. Obviously you can buy everything individually. If you buy the stamp set and the dies, when it's first released, there's always a 10% bundle discount. So there's the traditional labels, Christmas greenery, this beautiful 3D wreath, these sparkle gems, ribbon, and then the paper. And if you're a scrapbooker, there's also a section further back with just some different elements that might support your scrapbooking, more so maybe than card making. But you could use these for cards as well. And there's also sticker sheets and the same designer series paper, but there's also 2-tone cardstock, which I just added to my card. And then let's just look quickly at the paper. Whoopsie, something just went flying. So the theme, I would say, is poinsettia, however you say it. And it has a beautiful combination. This is Pool Party. This is pink. Let me try to think which pink, 'cause at first I put the wrong pink with it. And then obviously Real Red and Cherry Cobbler, both those combinations. Because the pink is not listed in the colors, but there's definitely pink. At least I don't think it is. Let me just check. Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Pool Party, Real Red, Secret Sea, and Gold. But there is pink. Definitely is pink. So there's this one. We'll just look at the backs at the same time. So the backs, these ones clearly I would use. Well, actually some of these ones maybe not, but for Christmas. But then the backs would be beautiful to use all year long. We have Secret Sea, and then we have these ones, which there are dies to go with. And the pinks, like these aren't necessarily Christmas color or Christmas flowers, so you could use those, and then a beautiful stripe. Again, some poinsettia and other flowers. I'm not sure what kind they are. Secret Sea again. Some more of the pink. Real Red, I think, and Cherry Cobbler. And this one definitely has the Cherry Cobbler and the Real Red. Just love that one. I'm going to run out of that one, I know. And then a nice green check, Old Olive. And then this big, bright, big, vibrant flowers with the Secret Sea in the background, the Pool Party. And then another great check. So I am going to check on the color pink because it's driving me crazy. Bubble bath. So it's bubble bath. So the last video I posted, I created these 3 cards. This one designed by, or inspired by Celine Kempton. Hers is a little bit different. I did link to her YouTube page. And then looking at hers, I decided to create a couple using the Arches dies. So hopefully you will be able to create some. And I use this beautiful velvet that is in, there's velvet, it's called Seasonal Velvet. It comes in red, green, and white. So it's really, really pretty. So today we're going to create 3 new cards. And they're all a little bit different. So the first one, I'll show you the products we're using. So I've been making great use of these ephemera packs. Greetings for You Mix and Match ephemera packs. It's got great sentiments. It's got so many in here. You could probably make all your Christmas cards with one pack. Label Me Grateful. I cannot tell you how much I've used this set. I've used these sprigs. I use this now as a poinsettia. And yeah, it's great. I also used Impressions of Bloom, the large oval, and I used this little flower middle. Everyday Arches, you must have, must. And then traditional labels. I just use this plain one, but they're all really pretty. Okay, so the first one, I've seen a couple of cards online with this style where you take your die, and when you're running it through your die cutting machine, you make sure that you don't put it over the fold. You just slide it over. You can use a piece of tape to hold it. I just used a sticky note, then slide it through. And when you do that, you end up with a really nice folded card. So just a little tip there. These dies, I'm telling you, I saw a video where someone was making hearts with the dies, all kinds of things. Very versatile. Now, typically I would not use gold and blue together. I would use silver and blue, but this flower, which was the base of the idea of my card, definitely has blue and gold, so that's what we went with. So I cut out 2 ovals. And I don't know why I just didn't cut this one out of this one, but I didn't. So here we are. This is going to get just glued on. Let's see if my glue is going to work for me today. So we'll just put that, center it. Now with gold foil, I like to go like this so that I don't get my fingerprints or anything else on it. Now this paper is from a pack called North Pole, I want to say. It's got cute little animals, but I was looking for some blue that matched the pool party, and I found this and I thought, perfect. So let's put this on. Now when you put the glue over these little dots, it will seep through, so I'm trying not to do that. Again, just trying to center it. And let's set this aside because I want to pop the next layer up. So then we just have Pool Party. So I did go down a couple of sizes from this one to this one. So there, we'll pop this on, center it, and then we have our sprig, which I think I will put straight up and down just because of the bow. And then I thought I would add a couple of sprigs to the back. A blue one and another gold one. Now we don't want them all the same height. So let's put the blue one a little bit down and the gold one a little bit up. I'm going to turn it over and see what it looks like. And you know what I'm going to do? Oh, it moved. I was just going to put a piece of double-sided tape. I was just going to put it right over top, but it did move, so we'll just do it this way. Could even use a piece of Scotch tape. Okay, so let's take our blue one again. I think actually I'll put the blue one a little higher, but we don't want it too high. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll put the gold one. See, now they're almost the same, so I don't like that. So maybe like that. All right. Now, I think I will pop this up with dimensionals, even though I'm going to do the next level with dimensionals as well. I just think it would look pretty. It also helps secure these little sprigs. All right, so we're going to add this. These are very simple cards. They look really complicated, but once you do the die cutting, it doesn't take long to assemble. So we're going to add this. And then I have Merry Christmas. So I'm going to put a glue dot here. No, that's not a glue dot. That's a dimensional. And a glue dot. Oh, I can just unpeel it. This, I have not yet used the self-adhesive part of these little things. So we'll peel off that because this is raised. And just making sure it's straight, which is not quite. It's in the good enough pile. So now let's add some dimensionals and pop this onto our card. For the ones I'm going to show you today, I haven't done insides, I don't think, on any of them. Just showing you more ways to use the designer series paper. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from, or if you're watching the replay. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from, and thank you for watching. So here we go. Merry Christmas. Very pretty. Let's add that to our pile. The next one has lots of layers. I had made one out of the pear paper with this one, or the same design. So here we have that embossing folder that's from the fall set. And I think it's, oh no. I just want to leave a little bit of green showing. I see that I have a little bit of an overhang, so I'm just going to snip that off. And then we have several different layers of all the different colors in the card. So we have Real Red, Secret Sea, Bubble Bath, and then the designer series paper. So just really pulling out all the different colors from the paper. And for this one I used that little flower in the fall set. Just wondering if this has an upside, or I think that looks good. Some of these flowers look like they should go up this way. So then I have my 'Tis the Season, and hey, I'm going to stick and peel. If I can get it started. There we go. So instead of even stamping on this, I just grabbed one of these because they're so pretty. Now this is going to get attached with dimensionals. So this is just some more card designs that you can use with this beautiful paper. Hi Carol. I think you're actually watching the live one because I'm on live right now. And thank you for tuning in. So I want to make sure I cover this up. So I'm going to center this. I'm not going to press it down until I look and see. Yeah, that's good enough. This is going to go like that. And then I cut out a bunch of different colors of the poinsettia, and I want to do pink on the top, and I'm going to offset it with the gold. So if you look at some of these, they are really quite intense. And then I have the one red one. Now these are the ones that I popped off of the, which set was it? This one, Impressions of Bloom. These are the little centers for the flowers. Hi, Lise. Lise, you know what? I did not get this in my first order. but I do have it now. So this one I'm just going to put a bit of glue. I probably should put a glue dot so that it doesn't go through all the way. Yeah, I did not have this in my original order. I thought, I don't know, poinsettias. And then I got it. And I'm loving it. So there I have my 2 poinsettia, and then I have a green sprig and a blue sprig. I don't think I want to use the blue sprig. That was from the other card, actually. But I do want to make this shorter. So when you don't have, when you want to make one big one too, you just go like that. Yeah, that's good. These are going to get popped up. So I'm going to pop up, I'm going to glue dot this to the back. And I always like to make it come out between two of the petals. Then that's going to get a dimensional. And then same with this one. This one does look a little weird because I cut it off, but hey, I don't think anyone's going to notice. Maybe. I really don't think anyone's going to notice. Okay, so here we go. Another dimensional. And I don't want them right up and down, so this one's going to go a little bit. It's not double, so you never want them just straight up and down. How about a little bit like that? All right, 'tis the season. Okay, I think that's pretty. Such a interesting combination of colors for whoever the designer is. All right, one last one, and I'm going to show you all the different things I tried before I settled on what I did. So for this one, I have that Impressions of Bloom. It's the same piece that we used in this one. So I do see that I think I should put it this way because you can see how the flowers, most of them are pointing that way. All right, so here's how I started this one. You know what? I'm just going to put some, this die is a little awkward to use, I'm not going to lie, because it almost is the exact same size, both of them. And you just want to make sure that, I'm going to try tear and tape. Maybe you guys have a better way that you've done this. I don't know. This is the first time I've used this actual die. So I'm just going to hold it. If you have a better idea, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I haven't used it before. I just don't want it all flipping around. Okay, so that's good enough. So here's what I had first. I had this, I forget what it's called, the Tile 3D embossing folder. And I had that, and I thought, wow, that looks a little bit too busy to me. So that went out the window. Then I thought, oh, I'll use that blue one that I used in the other card. So I put that down. And then I put this on top, and I thought, yeah, no, don't like it. So that went out. I'll save them for another project. Then I thought, oh, I'll use this one, the corrugated. Not bad. I like it better. But I didn't like the white and the blue. It was too stark because here the background is blue, so that was too much. So then I went back to this embossing folder. I think it's called Garden. Someone might know the answer to this. It's from the Peaceful Garden suite of products. I just can't think of the name right now. So blue on blue I liked. And then when I added this, I thought, yes, that's what I want to do. So that's what I settled on after doing all of the other ones. So 4th time's the charm. And I'm sure some of you are the same, that the first time you put something, you think it's going to look nice, and then it just, I don't know, just something says, no, it's not really what I want. Okay, now I'm going to glue this. No, am I? No, I want to pop this up. So I'm hoping that by popping this up, it's going to stay together, but why would it? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to strategically put dimensionals around. I hope someone has an idea of a better way to do this. But this seems to be working, although they might show. That one will be fine there. Okay, I'm just going to do this and then hope for the best. But you really don't want your card falling apart. Okay, let's see if that is working. Sure, there's a magic way to do this. I could put tear and tape all the way around, but I do want to pop it up. Maybe it's because I want to pop it up that's a bad idea. Time will tell. Okay, remembering which way is up. I think this way is what I like. And then I did fussy cut out this sprig here. That's going to go down here with some blue and gold, and then Merry Christmas. So I want Merry Christmas there. So again, oh, perfect. It's got a little sticky, and I only want to stick half of it. I don't know if you can hear the music. My husband is on his trainer. All right, so then I'm going to put, it's got a blue sprig, so I'm going to add another one. I don't want them really big, so let's trim this off. And we'll use a glue dot. I find with little sprigs, glue dots work well. So we'll do blue and we'll do gold. Again, blue and gold is not something I often put together. Let's do blue here. And then gold. Let's see if we can make our gold one into two as well. One, and we could put one. Let's try that and see how we're doing. And then maybe I'm going to take the top of the blue one just because I like it better. And I'm going to put it at the bottom. Sometimes I forget, I always put the sprigs coming out the top, but don't be afraid to put the sprigs also coming out the bottom. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. So right about here, making sure I want it to sit a certain way on the sentiment. So I don't want it too... There, that's good. And let's pop this up. And then I'll ask you if you have a favorite. You can obviously add Wink of Stella or some of these. I don't know, the paper does a lot of the work, I think. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of the way. And then you can tell me if you have a favorite from our new cards that we made today, or maybe the ones from yesterday are your favorite. Let's get our glue put away, seeing as it actually worked today. All right, here we go. Card number 3, card number 2, and card number 1. So do you have a favorite? 1, 2, or 3? I can see adhesive sheet. Yeah, that might work better too. There's just such a small gap between the frame and this piece that it's crazy. Hi, Lisa. Yes, Lise, this ephemera pack is amazing. I've used it quite a bit. So Jill likes number 1 best. Number 1 is really beautiful. And you know what? This doesn't need to be for Christmas. It does have some sprigs, but these flowers and the color palette is not necessarily Christmas. So you could take that off and put Happy Birthday with the other ephemera pack, which I can't find mine right now, but I use them all the time. Toss up between 1 and 3. Okay, so this color palette I think is not everyone's favorite. Oh, Lisa loves the middle. Okay, there we go. So everybody likes something different. And what's fun about this pack of paper is you can use so many different color palettes. So here's our cards from today, and here are the cards from yesterday. So now do you have a favorite, or has your favorite changed? I do kind of like this red, real red, and cherry cobbler. It is definitely more traditional, but they're all pretty. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. I hope you get time to spend in your craft room today. We had a rainy day here today in Ottawa, and it was great to spend some time in my craft room. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.